Na, sziasztok, itt vagyunk újfent a... milyen... Még elfelejtem, basszus, milyen barlangban. Akartam mondani nektek hirtelen, de... A tálvosotokat kell leverni a Kunári, na, Kunári barlang. Jó kis Kunári. Szuper. De most mi van mostan? Mi a fészkes fene van? Ez a sérült tengerpart. És itt... És nem értem, csak tovább menni. Mi a jó büdös fene? Mi van? Mi ez? Mi a jó büdös franc? Nem tudok tovább menni. Erre nem lehet ez le van. Várjál? Ja nem, mégis nyitva van, csak olyan volt gyakorlatilag, mint hogyha ami átlátszó fal lett volna, vagy olyan ajtó, amit sok helyen előjön, hogy nem tudsz tovább menni, hiába jelzi. Megint, ez mi ez? Valami bug? Bakker? Valami bug. Szerintem ez jó volt. Ez rohadt erősek egyébként. Egy-két darab is nem az, amikor rá ilyen 50 000. Ja. Megint ott ilyen átlátszó fal. Hát jöttem. Érdekes. Nem tudom, mert bug ez. Rendes ajtónak kéne kinéznie. Nem átlátszó falnak. Nem arra kattintottam, hogy rámegy, hanem azt, hogy eltünteti. De azt is még hátulról is jönnek. Hát akkor... Katonatiszt. Hol, kicsit sokan voltak. Veszélyes volt. Amit elhasználtam, mindjárt vissza is nyertem. Ezüstfát. Ezért már egyet szereztünk múltkor. Na, nézzétek át. Még gondolom, hogy lesz valami, vagy valaki. Hát egy láda. Nyers lírium. Ez jó, az mindig jó. Ez egy ilyen, lehet, hogy ilyen kőajtó akar lenni, bár utána miért van fahajtó, meg acél vagy vasajtó, azt nem tudom. Nekem ez rohadtul bugnak tűnik. De... hasonló után berakni még egy izét, kőajtót, vagy fordítva. Ó, bakker, de jó esett ez. Egy bot belelépett. Jó, hogy megölöm őket és jönnek újra. Fuck. Basszus, annyira nincs hely. Volt egy orrás, aki eltűnt, nem? Mi történt, hogy eltűnt? Nem akar visszatűnni? Na, ott van. Oké. Hú. Az egyik karakter már sérült. Még ne jöttünk, igen. Ajjaj, terület elhagyása. Jaj, csak ennyi. Sérült tengerpart. Hát egyik barátunkban meg is sérült. Hát nem gyógyult meg. Még azt hittem, hogy megfog, de akkor ez szerint csak pihenés után. Most akkor lövöljük meg azokat, akiket múltkor levertem már, csak Úrral kell vennem. Sokkal csak egy mellékküldi, ha jól láttam. Ja, itt van jó sok cucca, már olyan sok ellenség lesz, hogy na.
And the world's rid of one more Kunári. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that rough? That I'll wager you've gone even further than...
Videóban.
Dead and good riddance, but that...
Szívemből fogadjuk őket. Jó bírja.
Oh, Andraste. I've never seen...
Sérült tengerpart egyik azon és körpalba vezető utaknak, mely ilyen veszélyes az áthaladás az útszerei, közel vannak a sziklapreményhez és a sok meredek szírt alatt kavargó hullámok verdesnek. Számos helylegend szól utazókról, akik belezullantak vagy ugrattak, vagy belőtték őket azon magaslatokról. A szírteken keresztül hullámzó dombok vezetnek az átjáróhoz, akár az éles fogok. A banditák ömedomboknál szerzik meg a rajtaütéseket az arra járó karavánokon. Természetesen nem csak a banditáktól kell tartani az arra utazóknak. A domborzatokat elhagyva kanyargós, éles kanyarok követik, melyek sokára az énvadász területe. Emelhely titkon visszanyúljuk a teménytelen pírom aranykorában volt. A régi emlékek és szobrok forradoznak a sziklákon, vagy hol a... Na, még valaki? Még ennek. Most szeretném mielőtt megint vág innen a kép. Most csinálta.
shard never lied, never coddled. You are worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashard.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again to escape the keep and my father. Ashard was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Kunári have none.
I wasn't aware that Kunári take many friends.
Perhaps it isn't the right word. I am the Viscount's son, bound by everything that means. Ashard did not care. We were both seeking something. That was enough.
I confess I'm not sure what one does with a dead Kunári.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of Ashard that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
The Viscount is clearly concerned about your safety.
The Viscount sends thugs to do a father's job. I was in no danger until his help arrived.
You could have told him this was your wish.
Keep your assumptions. He doesn't hear me. He's as tired of being disappointed as I am of bearing it. And now, Ashard is dead. It's not right.
We'll leave soon enough, Seamus. Be ready.
I am at your...
Aztán ő is lehet majd a csapattársunk, vagy valami ilyesmi. És hát visszaerősítjük a choice, majd a Guardian choice-it. Vagy choice-it, a varázsló choice-it.
I am ready to leave. And you have coin to collect, I'm sure.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him.
Jönk is a toronyba. Vesztesebb lesz talán az apja, mint volt.
Father.
My son, I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, father.
Allow me to present one Sirrah Hawk, Excellency. He fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
There were complications, but I was privileged to keep your son from harm.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone, foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashard. The Kunári. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
Forgive me. This is a private concern of yours.
Your actions are appreciated. The Seneschal will see you out.
Nem teljesen felhőtlen a viszony. Ér családba.
I don't think I can do that.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Hol? Ja, nem tudok kimenni innen. Ja, erre kell. Lefele.
Good day, sir.
Na. Akkor itt most van egy csomó minden, itt már semmi. Sötét város, üres virág, balzsam. Ezt csak le kell adni szerintem. Ennyi a feladat.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Káptalan kötelesség.
Your family can rest now. Their killers are gone.
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chancellor's Board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he's a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
I hope their deaths bring you peace.
Thank you. More than I can say. I truly did not expect anyone but me to take up this cause. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
Társvárosának. Csak helyes fiú. Csak rossz helyre mentem, ugye? Jó helyre mentem, de mégse. Olyat igaz, hogy nem aludtam sokat, mert így a forma miatt. Így beszéltük éjjel, meg is ne hallgathatjátok.
But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money, but this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
Köszönöm, figyeltem adni, de... Na, mondjuk ez nem tűnik rossz akaraterő. Ennek lenne jó, de hát a másik az még jobb szerintem. Ez több nem olyan jó. Ó, bakker, egy kicsivel jobb az a bot. Miért van még a régiben? Nem is értem. Inkább majd a nem erős portugálokat máshol. Majd ha lesz pénzem. Na nézzük, mi van még itt, mielőtt még elalszok, basszus, én nem tudom, hogy mi van, de fú. Tényleg talán tehénkedtek volna egy izével, egy traktor kerékkel. Na ilyen.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
Szájam, mondja a törpére. De hoppá, kéne a kocsmába pihenni, mert Kunári tábor, a Kunári, a Kun népet talán Tedasz legkevésbé megérte csoportja. Kunári háborúk kivetlenek voltak, hogy a káptalan szakadás, így az impérium elbukott. Néhány félreértés természethibája a faj, melyet Kunári néven ismerünk, egyszerűen félelmetes. Természet áldás szarvakkal és különös szemekkel ruházta fel őket, így a primitív kinézetük milyen szörnyeknek tűnnek. Néhány viszont az anyanyelvükből adódik. A Kun népek közül kevesen veszik a közös nyelvet, és még kevesebben jól. Egy olyan kultúra, amely törekszik a tökéletességre és csak egy elfogadható fokkal készségnek valóban megalázó. Ezért gyakran hallgatnak az idegenek társaságában. Az igazi ok maga a kultúrájuk. A Kunári az egész társadalmat egy lénynek tekint, egy élőlényként, kinek egészséges jóléte mindennyiük kötelessége. Minden nem csak egy kis része az egésznek, egy csepp élet erejében. Nem önmagukban fontosak, hanem abban a formában az egész lény képezi. Ez legtöbb Kunári kiváló a sereghez tartozik. Amire a Kun úgy tekint, mint egy valódi testennek. Ezek lábak, szemek és fülek, tehát olyan dolgok, amik feltétlenül szükségesek ahhoz, hogy a világgal kölcsönhatásból léphessenek. Nem ismerhetünk meg egy személyt, kizárólag úgy, hogy a kezét vagy a lábát vizsgálgatnánk, és nem ismerhetjük igazán a Kunárikat mindig, ahogy nem látogattunk a városaiba. Mert itt kapcsolódik össze lelkük és elméjük. Száronban vagy parkban nem láthatjuk teljes valójukban a Kunárikat. Az egy lényként való egyesülésük ott a legnyilvánvalóbb. A munkások, akiket a Kun az elméjének hívállítanak elő minden, de amire a Kunárinak szüksége van, a lélek, a hitvallás keresi önös világ nem szintű megértését, és arra ösztönzi a testet, hogy folyamatosan a tökéletességet törekedjen. Az elme, a lélek és a világ között a testöltővel közöttő szerepét. Mindennek és mindenkinek van egy helyen, amit elrendelt a Kun. Egy helyen, ami mindenség jövőlétéért dolgozik. Életvitelük a bizonyosságra és az egyenlőségre alapulna, pedig az egyénekre. Tényleg egy csapatban, egy groupban Élnek, dolgoznak. Láthatóan. Na. Ekkora csak az egész hely, nem egy olyan nagy helység. És a vár törpe.
Ah, my great hand arrives. Summon your Arashak. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Igen, és semmi kartosabb még az egy Kunári.
Illustrious Arashak, I am here to report that your hated Talvashoth were felled, one and all. Right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Say something.
The Talvashoth camped at the Wounded Coast are dead. You won't honor your bargain.
There is no bargain to honor. His offer for the Gatlock was refused, so he invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
I broke my beard getting your outcasts killed.
But he still has his beard. Do you think it hurts?
You hired someone more competent and now stand in their shadow pretending it is yours. You demean his accomplishment. Get out of my sight before I bother lifting my sword.
Nevertheless, you have benefited from his action.
Do you think we are unable to hunt our own outcasts? This was interference, nothing more.
So I get nothing for all this work?
If anything, we have been denied the righteous application of the wisdom of the Kuhn. What payment should I exact for that? Go, dwarf, before I begin my tally.
He had big plans for your recipe. I was supposed to get a piece of that.
Dwarf, did your imaginary bargain make promises on my behalf?
I expected your wisdom to be more profitable.
Then you will pay on my behalf.
It's not at all. Take your coin, take whatever. Hornhead oxmen and mongrel dog lords suck your own powder and blow your head off. Sod it.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here.
Egykor az asáriai nagyvárosban a tengereknél élt vala. Bőségben és örömben ragyogóan a városok aranoknak fényálma népei mégis elégedetlenségtől morogtak. Az asári járva otthon a utcáit látta, hogy minden körülötte őt imádja. Az építészeti irodalom művészi mesterek, a gazdag kereskedő palotái, könyvtárak, hangversenyi csarnokok, ám de mindezek mellett látta szenvedéseknek jeleit is. Szegénység, betegség, veszteség, ijegység, és reménytelenség. Ekkor az askari megkérdezte volt önmagától, hogyan létezően a népek egyszerre bölcsek, tudatlanok, előkörök, simulultak, diadalmaskodók és kétségbe esettek. Így hát az askari elhagyta szurfölgyét, hogy felkeressen más városokat és nemzeteket olyan emberek után kutatva, akik elég bölcsességet szereztek ahhoz, hogy véget vessenek a reménytelenségnek és kétségbeesésnek. Éveken keresztül barangod a birodalomban, melyben számtalan kastély és kert állott, de minden bölcs, egyszerű és hatalmas nemzetben talált vala elfeledteket, elhagyottakat és szegényeket. Végül egy hatalmas sivatagba érvén az elhajtott földcsupasz sziklái éles karmokként meredtek az üres ég fölé. Egy toronymagas szikla álligában úszta meg magát, se elhatározta volt, hogy addig meditálni választ nem kap, vagy meg nem hal. Sok nap telt el, míg egy éjjel, ahogy bámulban ki a sziklák árnyékából látta életre kelni az élettelen sivatagot. 100 000 sáska özönlött a meddő talaj nyílásából, és egyként fordultak délnek egy eluráló hullámként mozogva a földön. Az askari felkelt, és követte volt nyomukat. Több mérföld széles pusztításos fényét egyszer zöldel vidékfordulatot síválságba. Ekkor az asári szemei feltárták az igazat. A létezés egy választás. Nincs káosz a világon, csak a mindenség. A mindenség tudása a bölcsesség. De hát nem tudhatsz mindent. A világ bölcsességéből következik az egyén bölcsessége. Az önmagunk feletti uralom, a világ feletti uralom, az önképelvesztés, a szenvedés forrása. A szenvedés választás. És visszautasíthatjuk. Ez a mi saját erőnk, hogy létrehozunk egy világot, vagy elpusztítsuk azt. Ez az Askar visszatért népéhez. Rejtett. Volt-e, ami rejtett volt leírás? Jó sok leírás van. Még kicsit dumálni.
Why do you bother me, human? The dwarf paid you. There is no more. Your kind thinks selfishness and want are normal. This city, all of it, leaves a bad taste.
If you despise this place, why haven't you left?
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability, and yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. You say we should leave, but how can you bear to stay in this chaos?
I agree it's a mess.
But you don't see that as a problem?
I see it as an opportunity, and I intend to take full advantage.
Karastan are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. It is an undeniable certainty. What full advantage can you take without that authority?
He's free to choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you.
He chooses to be, as do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented. I am not the one to educate you. I did not intend to land here. But this city may demand certainty. I suspect we are done, human.
I don't think Kirkwall would do well under military rule.
The rule of the Qun is not military. It is discipline and order.
How is that different?
To your limited understanding, it is not. You fear soldiers that arrive to remove your pitiable vices. But they do not control Kunári. The triumvirate divides and governs. One is nothing without the others.
Can you tell me about the other two parts?
No.
Then we can learn nothing.
I am no more equipped to explain than you are to understand. Ari Shock, Ari Gaina, Ari Qun, pillars of the Kunári, of the nation that must be. There is but one way to know these things, human, and I have yet to decide if it must be done.
You're a long way from home. Why did you come?
To meet a demand of the Qun.
Which was?
It is a matter only the Kunári understand. We remain until we fulfill the demand of the Qun. Or until the demand changes.
You guard your powder carefully.
It is a tool that can only be allowed to exist under the ordered authority of the Qun.
It could benefit many people.
It does now. Just as swords benefit warriors, but are not given to children. Well, your children.
How many Kunári have you lost to the Talvashov?
None.
That seems unlikely.
We lose nothing when weakness abandons the Qun. It is the Talvashoth who have lost themselves.
I met an honorable one.
Doubtful.
He said he was a mercenary, not a murderer.
Then I know he made no claim to honor. When they sell themselves, little remains. He is not even dead to the Qun. He is a living insult.
Farewell.
Panahedon, human.
Na hát akkor meg itt mindenen túl vagyunk. Hol vannak még feladatok? Nálunk. A sötétben. Itt hova jelzi most? Ja, ide. Mászkodó farkasok.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Another sad Lowtown tale in the making. As if we needed another.
It does appear she could use some help, especially now.
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
A foolish risk in Lowtown.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley and suddenly we're in business.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell?
Not so helpless, I see.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Azt hittem, ma még rám is támadnak. Azért megmentettem őket. Ja, most még itt kell császkálni.
I'm expected.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Patrice. This is my burden of charity.
Shiva Da.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Kunári presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Kunári heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
I've had dealings with the Kunári leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader. If you have interacted with Kunári, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arashok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
Helping this mage shows how Kunári
Is freedom...
We do what we can to step toward what is right.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist... What is your family name?
My name is Hawk.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Kunári have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
You don't just stumble on something, someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Kunári do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Talvashoth, they seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
And you think this mage was being hunted?
I am certain no thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
Will he help? If I trust him at all.
I don't know his capabilities, or if he can function at all in that collar. But I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled. Kunári or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
And if you're wrong, I have to deal with it.
That is why I went to Lowtown. You are either capable of the discretion and skill that I need, or you are not.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets.
Not to get bit again.
Why would they do this to him? That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Kunári are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you are hired. Good luck.
Aztán...
I thank you for taking Katojan. The passage leads through the Undercity and around the guard. I will pay upon your return. I know this may be a reluctant duty. Let us hope there are no unforeseen incidents.
Egy... Csapómajdó... Városi kotori. Fordítás.
I would not approve of coming here to avoid the guards.
Mit kicál? Azt hittem, hogy rálép megint. Úgy tűnt elsőre.
Watch your step. All set.
Ah. Van még lent.
Trap. Down.
Behat el rendesen.
I don't like the looks of this. That should do it.
Csapda van. A pókok se oly gyengék. Azért. Mérges ló. Milyen hamarabb eltűnik, annál jobb.
Think you've got enough coin together to get in on the expedition. We ought to go see my brother.
Ládika.
He's not very helpful, is he?
Look at this. I'm the thing is feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Calling like a dog-nosed bitch. You some sort of Kunári lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
Do everyone a favour and listen to your friend.
Unless you lot make a holiday at the last free place in Kirkwall, tax it up like even Lowtown. I'll cut you up and save the biggest piece for your pet. By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Aztán mi történt a Kunárival? Mi volt? Nem ide tűnnek mindjárt. Nem szeretem ezeket a tűnődéseket, hogy hát ide tűnnek meg a tűnnek.
The danger has passed, Katojan. Calm yourself.
Did you react because your lead was threatened?
Próbáljuk
How
kitalálni.
much of this is just blind instinct, I wonder? You can't gesture or stomp your foot twice for yes or something.
The sister has assumed a great deal from a few grunts and twitches.
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something? Right. Could have expected that answer.
Keep control, and remember who is on your side.
Of course. I expected no different.
Kiugrott szintet. Én. Így adjuk, és akkor még nagyobb lesz a dősöcs. Meg az ilyesünk is már 30-on van. Gondolkodok, hogy melyik legyen. Ez mi? Legyen ez. Áthalad mindenkin. Jól jöttünk ki. Barlangba. Barlangból városba.
You will hold Basra-Bashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of his Karatam were killed by Tal-Bashar, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
I just got here, coming from the other way. If there was a trail, I didn't leave it.
Yet you are here with Serabas. The crime is his freedom, his leash held by unknowing Basra. We will not allow that danger to continue. Let your own mages doom you. Serabas will be properly confined.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Serabas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Serabas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Serabas who lose their Avarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Serabas?
Serabas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Avarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who lead the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Serabas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Serabas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Just like everyone.
We leash Serabas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
I find it hard to believe that Merrill could be so threatening.
Thank you, Hawk. There's no need for such fear.
You are Serabas? Bas Serabas? Bashidan! Nera Sitar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
Ah, de
But
jó.
we're no threat to each other.
Boss Cerebos, you will be no threat.
Új kódex. Kunári szarabasz. Kúta neves szerint minden élőnek létezzen egy helyes rendeltetésre, de csak akkor, ha megfelelő helyen vannak, és mindegyik a teljes egyensúly elérésére törekednek. Ha az összhang elveszik, a szenvedés következően magunk feletti uralom mindenek felett az első és a legfontosabb kötelesség. Akik mágiával születtek, valamint ha egy szörnyű fogyatékossággal léteznek, mivel a démonok bármikor megszállhatják őket, felöltve az alakikat. Ez oka, hogy a Kunári szarabaszok nevezik őket, ami annyit tesz veszélyes dolog, épp ezért a lehetőleg nagyobb óvatossággal kezelik őket. Mivel nem teljesen tudják szabályozni magukat, a szarabaszt állandóan felvigyázza valaki egy álvarád, aki visszaadhatja a gonosz. Gonosz nem a mágus, de a mágus elvesztése elveszik, a mágus önmaga, és csak szenvedés, ami után szükségszerűen bekövetkezik. Kunárik szánják és becsülik a szarabaszokat, amelyet szintén is önzetlenül törekednek arra, hogy az állandó fenyegetés mellett elérjék azt, ami a legmagasabb szintje Kunnak. Szép lesz. Karasok. Karasok, valamit karasok.
Can you stand?
Jó karszerűség.
Unbound. Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor. You are now Pasverad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Kun.
So after all of this, now you want to die?
No.
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Kun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Kun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Tal-En. It is to be.
Patrice might take you back, if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Kun. And her guard smelled of death.
Others of your kind live outside the Kun. You could join them.
Hát oda ne
Not my
távolság.
kind. I am Kunári. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are. I can't choose to not be.
Could you have returned if I'd let these others live?
No.
You were doomed from the start.
I was outside my Keratam. I may be corrupted. I cannot know. How I return is my choice. It must be. But that does not mean there is no meaning.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Kunári than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basfaran. Remember this day.
Szétégeti magát.
But the creature was free.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
Kunári asítájág.
Why arrange this only to subvert it? I need answers.
A Serapesz talizmánya. Jelleged a különböző tárgyak. Ja. Elhagyjál mesét. Valahol láttam, vannak még fenn dolgok. Még nem nagy dolgok. Lépett szintet. Egészsége. Döngés. Kéne viszont tényleg aludni valahol. Kocsmában.
Leave nothing. It must be clean with no ties. Hawk. It was Hawk, right? From the streets. You took the Kunári from the city? Without incident? You know what we faced.
Mind your tongue, Ferelden.
Please, do speak your mind.
The bodies of the mages Karatam led right to us. Why?
You come back speaking their language and think to lecture me? If such a plot existed, if the Kunári had murdered you for trying to help their slave mage, then yes, someone might have found that useful. It would have cast doubt on appeasement. Perhaps your death would have been a tragic necessity. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. But all we have now are dead Kunári and the word of a sympathizer.
Your Ketojan killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
If, perhaps, why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug,
You are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
She'll be trouble.
Ez elég egyértelműnek tűnik. Bianca nótája. Már itt aludni. Akasztott emberbe talán, nem?
Got a stiff drink with your name on it.
Just passing through your fine establishment.
Cheers.
Lehet aludni.
Anything interesting happening around town?
I've got a stiff drink with your name on it.
What's the word on the street?
You hear about the Earl of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could, any time.
Hol lehet aludni? Ez most nem teljesen falkok, hogy tudok aludni. Most lehet visszacserélem viszont a... Csomai sit-up. Még jobbak, meg bele kell rakni a cuccast. Kegyes tett. És lehet visszaváltok erre. Tesóra. Ez volt az, nem? Csak szeretném ez volt. De adunk ezt-azt. Picivel rosszabb csak, de rosszabb. És ez a lényeg. Képkezes, az nekünk nem kell. Húcsa lesz meg, gyenge. Legalább mindig adjuk, nem valami jó. Egyik sem teremtés hóvaja. Ja, ezt venni lehetne. Pénzszalból nem kérek. Közben az urat egyet. Vagy még többet. Üvesedjünk. Olyan kis hív. Itt voltak a rúnák, ugye? Jól emlékszem. Ja, itt berakni lehet, de... Vagy rendelni, de most először berakni akarok. Rúnát.
What do you need, my good friend?
Let's see what your son can do.
John!
Enchantment!
Mondtam. Pont belefér. Mindegyik. Viszont kell még rendelni kettőt.
What do you need, my good friend?
Let's...
What?
Itt nem lehet venni. Áj. Akkor veszünk még itt.
Welcome to the High Town Market.
Always a pleasure, Hawk.
Két védelmét. Hát. A vételt növeli. Vagy egy. Ez a kettő.
Here to sell today, guardsman. My shipment's ready.
Még az elején beszéltünk. Sérült tengerpartiban megint. Szóval megnézzük. Nem tudom, a nővérem vagy húgom, vagy nem tudom ki, ez jobban sebez az igazság. De mi a francia? Fiók, sárkány. Fiók, nem fióka. Nem fióka, fiók, sárkány. Fiók, sárkány. Ja, ez ugyanaz a helyszín, de egy olyan eddig nem felismert felfedezett része. Látom, hogy most új terület elvileg. Aztán lehet, hogy nem. Ja nem, mert szóval ez a vége. Emlékszem. Mit hallom, de ezt már meg mindent főzhettem, aztán néz ki mégse.
Master Hawk, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son, Fainriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Do I know you? I am Sir Thrask
of the Templars.
Ja, ez ott volt a
I know from the compassion with which you treated Fainriel that you are someone who cares for the fate of apostate mages.
Can I get the details before I agree?
There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
And you've allowed this?
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former Circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the Circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Do the Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Sir Karas is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
Who's Meredith?
You have clearly not been in Kirkwall long. Meredith is Knight Commander. She has changed the rules for mages in Kirkwall. They are less free than elsewhere. Though I dare say she has created as much dissent as obedience.
I would not like to see this become a massacre.
Thank you. Your compassion does you credit. These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
El is sérült neki végül is. Jó, ennyit szedünk fel, vagy már végül is összektünk mindent. Így, ha jól emlékszem. Na most mi a? Küldtek barlangja. Hurra! Ja, ez a halak. Vettem észre.
Only one way out for these maidens.
Hosszú karga. Halottas tempó.
Nature's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the circle. I never wanted to get involved in this.
Egyiptomból
Nobody
szóval.
started making those things.
Are you saying the other mages raised the dead?
Decimus, it was his decision.
That's
He kept
it.
saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool? He slit his wrist, and the magic, it rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave. I ran. Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
The Templar Thrask is waiting outside. Surrender to him and you won't be hurt.
I surrender. Take me to the Templars. I don't want anything to do with this blood magic. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
Most merre? Erre. Ott tetemek vannak. Tetemes tetemek. Vannak mindenhol. Azt nem lehet kinyitni. Ez zárva van. Az ajtó zárva van. Van Decimus, az őrült valami.
They're here. The Templars have come to take us back to the circle.
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
Egész ezért rakott ide basszus. Bandát. Ennyi volt, le is verték a...
You killed him. Oh, Decimus, you should have listened to me. Oh, you are one of us. But you wear no mark of the circle. How is it you side against your own?
That man was a blood mage. I don't have to be part of the circle to know that is wrong.
Decimus gave us the courage to face the Templars. Without him, we would be prisoners still.
He obviously meant a lot to you.
He was our future. Until he came, we never thought to fight back. I told Decimus he was going too far, but he said it was the only way to protect us. To protect me.
She won't admit it, but it's obvious she's just as corrupted.
I swear to you, I have had no truck with demons. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the free marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
What do you ask of me?
There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
I would not see these mages killed. But if we start murdering Templars, we'll draw their fury down on us. They would have us kill a man for doing the just work of a Templar.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
Leave it to me. By the time I'm done, these Templars will swear that the sky is green.
Your confidence almost makes me believe you. But I spent 2 weeks traveling with these Templars. They strike first and think after. They are far easier to kill than to fool.
Így látjátok, hogy mindenkinek, vagy mindenkitől kaptam plusz pontot. Kerül. Nem is tudok elmenni. Ó, de jó. Megcsinálom visszafele egy kis plusz. Ó, de jó. Változtassák kezért. Konzulozni kell.
Are you trying to tell me this boy is all that's left of the apostates?
I ran away when they began to use blood magic, sir.
They are not in the cavern, Zacharias. I have thoroughly explored.
Who is this?
Tell him who
Várj
you are.
meg, se veszélyt
I'm
ide.
astonished Sir Thras didn't mention that Sir Hawk, Knight Lieutenant of the Order in Ferelden, was here at the Knight Commander's personal invitation.
Yes. I was just about to tell him.
We've completed our investigation of the mages in those caverns.
There is no one left inside.
The apostates resorted to blood magic and ended up turning on each other.
Their leader fled the battlefield ahead of us. Bloody coward left his own people to die. I caught only a glimpse, but it looked like the back passages led out to the coast. I sent your men that way.
We can still catch up if we go around the caverns. That's the faster route.
The coast, you say? Men, fan out, search the shore. We will retrieve these corpses later. I will commend you to the Knight Commander, Sir Hawk.
Thank you, my friend.
I didn't think you could do it. Truly, you must be able to charm a miser out of his last coin. I did not think any of us would leave those caverns alive.
It won't be an easy path, trying to live free as a mage.
But it will be my path. Please, accept my staff as a reward. It has the mark of Starkhaven on it. I dare not carry it now. It should bring a good price. Now, we must flee as far as we can before nightfall. Thank you.
Hát végengig. Nem hiszem, hogy ez jobb. Jaj. Erre itt még elnézünk, viszont nem lesz semmi. Visszamegyünk a városba, aztán legközelebb lehet, hogy átmegyünk a másik fejezetbe már. Szerintem. Ugye 3 fejezet van a játékban amúgy. Jutok expedíció, minden megvan. Elkezdhessük. Innen fogjuk folytatni, addig is búcsúzom tőletek, sziasztok!